Are you looking for a free alternative to Figma? Let's discover Penpot, the free open source design platform for apps and marketing. Design and prototype together in real time, then switch to developer mode for smooth handoff to your dev team. Built around design systems, Penpot makes managing components and assets effortless. Since our last video, Penpot dropped a version history, design tokens, variants and more. It's time for an update. To start using Penpot, you can use their cloud version for free, up to 8 team members and 10 GB of storage. You can self-deploy it by following their self-hosted instructions on the dedicated page. And use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using Penpot on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Penpot, select, choose between the different cloud providers available, regions and service plans based on what you need, and then next. On the next screen, you can adjust more advanced settings and choose between different levels of support. The first one is free and included by default. Once you're all set, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new instance is ready. Follow the click here to get the password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard panel for your Penpot instance. You get the credentials accessible here, copy the password to your clipboard, and follow the admin UI link. Type your email and paste the password from your clipboard and then log in. Because this is a fresh install, we need to follow a quick onboarding tour. Let's do it quickly. Okay. I don't think it changed anything on the experience later, so you can just select things randomly to start your true Penpot experience. Let's uncheck every newsletter and continue. Then after, they prompt you to create your team and invite team members, but we will skip it for now as we will dive into it later. Continue without team, and here we are on the dashboard of Penpot, waiting for our first project. We have 3 choices. The first one, to create a new file from scratch and start designing. Import a file, which is a .penpot file for templates or from projects coming from other instances or the cloud version. And add a library or a template. Let's select this one. We are redirected to Penpot website into libraries and templates. And the good thing is you have access to the templates, while some other open source software, you only have them if you use their cloud version. Let's start by looking at the design system features. So there are some design kits you can use based on the aesthetics you are looking for. Let's take the first one. And the first button here, use in penpot.app, is the cloud version, but you can download the file. Once downloaded, go back to your instance and import a file. Select it and open, confirming that you import the right template and continue. Once it's finished, simply press accept and it appears on your dashboard. We will open it later before we want to know how to use Penpot properly. For this, there is a lovely template, which is Penpot tutorial for beginners. Let's download it too. All right, download file, create another project, and inside, import Penpot files. And select our tutorial and open. Continue, it's finished, accept. And I think it's best to start with this project. So let's open it. We arrive on the interface for creating pages of Penpot. It looks like very much Figma. So on the left, you have the pages, the different things composing your page. So here's only the cover for the thumbnail. So let's open the level 0. I really appreciate what they did here. You simply have to follow the steps to learn how to use Penpot with a very good approach. Navigate the viewport. You can either press space and click or use 2 fingers on the trackpad. Okay. For zoom, you can use plus and minus. You can simply follow the different steps to get used to the interface. It's a very smart way to do it. This is a level 0, which covers the very basics. Then you have draw a bottle. And again, it's step by step. they explain to you how you can achieve the following result. Here on the right, this lovely bottle, and you have here something to draw yours. So using rectangles, using rounded corners, everything is explained in a nice way. It doesn't require you to be familiar with another tool to be able to create and to use the user interface comfortably. Let's go back to our project list here and open the first one we imported, Penpot Material Design 3. Here it is, Penpot Material Design 3, which is a design system project. It's not where you are supposed to create your apps and prototypes. It's just to define the different components you can use. And here on the cover page, you have some components that you can use and discover how they work. Let's dive into the how it works page. And again, you have steps to follow to understand how it works. Let's dive into the components. You can see there is a lot of components. Let's zoom in and see what we have. We have different cards, checkboxes, chips, date pickers, dialogues, everything that is well designed and that you can reuse in one or multiple projects. You modify what they look like here, and the changes will be applied in all your projects. If you want to try it, you can go to samples, which is empty for now, open assets, and here you see your local library. And this library, you could have access to it in any of your projects. Let's choose badge, count badge, you drag and drop it, and you are able to use it. Same for bottom up bar. You have the design prepared for it. What I'm doing is not very visual, it's just to give you a preview of how components work. In the library, you have access to all the different components organized in a nice way, but you also have access to different colors. Here you can see for background, for errors, and you can use the variables here. For example, if I click here, selected color, you have surface tint, but instead of using this one, you can change it manually or use one from the library by clicking here and choosing one from the file library. And now you have access to everything. And to finalize the design system, you also have typographies attached to the different components. This way, if you want to change a title, you do it once and it will be applied everywhere. You don't need to change its size or its font everywhere. Do it once and it's applied. A great new features, if we go back into the cover, is the variants. If we take this checkbox component, which is one of the components that is available in the library, you can see on the right the component which is applied right now. And here what we see is a variant. We have the switch, which is our checkbox, and we can choose the different variants, making the experience very smooth for both the designer, but also the developer that want to know all the different states and to implement them. Another new feature that is really cool is if you go to tokens, you can create themes, sets of tokens, and what they are predefined values for different variables. For example, the border radius, you can define one, and in your projects, usually you decide, okay, I will use 4 pixels, 5 pixels, 16, whatever you're doing, but you want it to be consistent throughout all your projects, all your components. And by using tokens, you set it once, and also if you want to change it, you do it once, and it's applied everywhere on all your components. And as your components are applied everywhere, it changes everywhere. One of the other great features available on Penpot is the history. If you go on the top right, you have a version control available. I worked for teams where they had hundreds of pages because they were doing a page for a save. And here the solution is just to save a version. When you want to try new things, just save it. And if you are not happy with the direction you took, just revert to the previous version. All right, to continue exploring Penpot, let's open a new project. To not start from scratch as I'm myself a poor designer, let's go back to libraries and templates and dive into the different one available. You have icon set, which is, as it's named, for icons. Design system, we have Scene-it. You also have planning, which is interesting. As with real-time edition, you could replace tools like Miro and use Penpot with your team. In combination with comments and real-time editing, it's the same experience. But what we want to do together is check the templates. If I remember correctly, in the previous tutorial, we use the Plants app. So let's change and choose the Music app. Looks lovely. Download file. Let's import it into our drafts project. Import Penpot file. Select it. Continue. Once done, accept. And let's open the project. Okay, a lovely cover image. Let's go to getting started. And as this is a template provided by Penpot directly, it also acts as a tutorial explaining you how prototyping works, how to connect the different artboards, how to create actions from one button to navigate to a page. Everything you need to know to use Penpot the right way. So let's open Interactive Music app. We have access to all the different screens of our app. Let's switch to the prototype mode so we can see all the different connections. And let's play the logged user workflow. Now we arrive on the preview of the mobile application. If we click anywhere that is not clickable, we have the zones where we can click that are highlighted. Let's click on the music. Then we have the play button, the shuffle button, or the menu button. Let's click on play. Here we have the player. Looks nice. Menu button. Everything is connected and gives us a good impression. When you have prototypes with your team, you can add comments anytime. Simply click on it, then click where you want to put the comment on the page and say, okay, let's add a button there. And you can tag your team members, but we didn't add any yet, and post. You will be notified by email when someone responds to you, so you can collaborate the proper way with your designers, stakeholders, and developers. Let's go back to the edition. If we go to assets, from there, you can see we have the local library with the components from this project. But if you click on Manage Library, here you can add the other libraries from the other projects, especially the Material Design 3, and you can reuse components between different projects this way. Also very important, when there is a component that you like, click on it, go to Inspect and Code, and you have access to the source code to generate it. No need to pay a developer seat on Figma at around $12 per month. Speaking of seats, if we go inside our instance, on the top left, you can create your team. Let's name it Elestio, create new team. And you can invite the different team members with different roles without increasing the price, as it's free for the self-hosted version and up to 8 members for the cloud one. By creating different teams, your project will be properly isolated. As you can see here, we have known. They are only on my account projects list. As always, I recommend you to check their website to discover features that I didn't cover in the video that you could like and could be useful for your projects. And same for the documentation and user guides to learn how to use it properly to get the best out of the software you are using. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Penpot with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video, available here.